thing I do know is I was not the first person to represent New Zealand Police, because he's told me stories of when he played representing the police over in New South Wales. I think he had some friends that were over there that needed players, which was really good. As I said previously, what he got up to over in Australia, I couldn't get too much information, but we did do some investigating. There's a post on Facebook, which I'll read because it gives us an insight to that period he was in Australia. This is from a good friend, James Pickering. Heartbroken to hear the news of your passing, Maruso. You took me under your wing along with Benjo's Sifuiva through Richmond, Halibis, then when I left home and headed to Australia. You guys housed me, schooled me in the game of life, kept my something word when I needed it, kept me honest, straight up, accountable, opened my eyes to reading, philosophy, history, and views of a different kind, all the time showing me love. I'm eternally grateful for your friendships, the laughs, the rumbles, the tequilas, but most of all, just being around you was a blessing for a young person. Rest in love, my brother. I know you would have fought the only way you knew, and that was Rewa hard. Much respect, of course. After a stint in Australia, he returned to New Zealand. And I believe this was to find his lifelong soulmate and partner, Caroline. And so Caroline came into his life with Shayne, and over the next 28 years they were inseparable, sharing so many cherished memories throughout the highest of highs and always supporting each other through the tough times. On the 30th of July 1994, he not only celebrated his birthday, but he welcomed his first grandchild, Paula. Over the coming years, he would welcome 17 more grandchildren. One of the memories I have with Uncle Georgia and Caroline was I was still quite active later on in life, and they were in our starting lineup for our reality check family touch team. They both continued to show the next episode generation that they still had it, and it was an awesome sight to see them playing and still having that killer dummy pass, getting through the line and setting up us younger ones. Say us younger ones, but I thought it was really just my sister and my brother who were fast enough to keep up. I have to say, Uncle, while you had that killer dummy, I think you found your match in Caroline, who also had an amazing skill in a killer dummy herself. But the difference is she usually finished it off right to the try line. A number of trips were made back and forth to Australia, either to visit their children and grandchildren, either in Melbourne, where Hazel and Tessa and their families were, or to Queensland with Shannon and her family, as well as the wider Chapman whānau were. I'm sure he enjoyed many a whiskies into the night and sometimes into the early mornings. They also managed to zip around the island, visiting Kelly and Dana and their children when they were in Gisborne and Palmerston North. Uncle had a few different jobs. The two that I have noted here is he was at Kiwi Packaging for a number of years. He was so happy there. I think I did some renovation to one of the rooms there when I was young, and he was there, so it was awesome to see him during his lunch breaks, and then he would show me around quite proud, so I was so happy. And then later on, towards the end, he was at ASG Catering. In 2013, Uncle welcomed Chance, his first great-grandchild. And then there were 3 other great-grandchildren to follow after Chance. In 2018, Uncle was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Whereas we were told that people usually don't live longer than 4 months. Uncle did a really good job of proving it wrong. He continued to work through some of that period, but definitely the last 2 years were hard. Losing the World Cup, losing the cricket, and obviously being Warriors supporters as well. But 2019, he spent his final Christmas with family. And in 2020, the start of the year, he celebrated it with family also. Monday the 13th of January, Uncle was admitted to hospice in Tocha Park, where things seemed really good, and we had some really good conversations. But on Sunday, the 19th of January evening, after finishing one of his favourite dishes, his sister's pineapple pie, Uncle was surrounded by family, began his journey to heaven, back into the arms of his parents. And I wish that this was the end. But Uncle obviously did some thinking while he completed his last cryptic crossword. While in his last steps to his parents' arms, he held very deep one-on-one bedside meetings that covered things such as the return of a pie dish, the ceasing of physical activity for a particular brother, the cancellation of the Friday appointment that he knew he just wasn't going to make. Once these matters were taken care of, George decided it was time to rest, but not in his bed, but in the arms of his beloved Caroline, with the support of his daughter Tessa, and surrounded by all his loving family. Caroline will cherish those beautiful memories they've shared, and her love for you, Uncle, will live on, and I know she will continue because she's a Warriors supporter. So she has that perseverance. Rest now, the mightiest of warriors. Lay down your sword so that others may pick it up and fight that which you love so dear. Rest now, the mightiest of warriors. Lay down your shield so that others may pick it up and protect that which you love so dear. Rest now, the mightiest of warriors, back into the arms of your loving father and mother. Rest now, mighty warrior. Your love and strength will never be forgotten.